Hi, welcome. I'm Jennifer, and I am part and not only part of, but the creator of 13 Moons Lodge. So, welcome. I am here to do your reading for the full moon of Ways to Truth, which comes in Thursday or Friday, so the 13th. Or the 14th, depending where you are in the Northern Hemisphere. What else can I tell you? There's also a full lunar eclipse happening at this time. So it's a very powerful time to work with the energies. It's a great time to do releasing ceremonies, cutting cords, charging your water outside to drink, to water your plants, water your pets. To help in manifesting the changes more rapidly, setting your intentions. It's a great time for shifting your reality. So, beginning into this reading, so this is a collective reading for the next 2 weeks. And currently, the energies collectively are, I'm just feeling into the card, so bear with me. Our current situation. Well, let me show you what we have here. We have the Queen of Cups. So collectively, we're sitting in this energy of, so what I'm getting here and what I'm feeling, and I was trying to feel into this more, but I'm just going to go with what I'm getting because I'm not really sure what it means, but it feels like she's making a wish. I feel like the Queen is sitting here and she's she's rubbing a lamp and she's trying to release the genie. That's the image that's coming in. So it's almost like, we're sitting in this space right now. And I'm sorry if the camera just shook. My little dog just bumped his nose up against the fixture, my camera, which is also my phone on the light fixture, is on. So sorry about that. But he likes to bop things with his nose. But this is what it feels like, that we're making a wish. So in this energy, we have this like, let's get our wishes fulfilled. So it's almost like this dream. We're dreaming of better things, better times, making things just better in general in our lives personally, but also on a collective scale. That's what it feels like to me. So it has this feeling of potential, hopefulness, and starting over, rebirth. Okay, so what is challenging us at this time, or what is helping us? So it depends on your perspective, right? So we have the Seven of Swords. So this is what is helping and challenging us. It is this doing things differently. It is thinking and imagining in these wishes, in this wishing of, let's let the genie out of this bottle. That, how can we do things differently? How can we walk away from how we've been doing things in order to create something new? So it is stepping away from the known, and this is in our thoughts. It is because that's where it all starts, right? It starts in our thoughts, our beliefs. So how can we individually step away from the life I know and how I've been doing things from a place of, like, in a place of habitual habits, that where we don't even think, it's so normal that we just do things without even thinking about it, without questioning. But that's what's changing. So there's this awareness coming in that, well, what have I been taking for granted? And look at how things are going to possibly affect my life individually, collectively, and how can I make it better? How can I perhaps continue being comfortable, pardon me, but in a different way? So, what is it I need to let go of? What is it that I need to shift in what I'm doing, how I'm living my life in order to step away from what I have been doing because it might not work anymore? And there's more to this. I just had a little opening come in when I said that little thread of energy. So for some other people watching, it's going to be a little bit of a different shift in doing things differently. See if I can grab that thread again. Nope, it's gone. Okay, I'll just continue on. Maybe it'll come back to me. Okay, so what is it that we need to focus on? Sorry, I have a little cheat sheet here. I'm not used to doing the Celtic cross spread. That's what I'm doing today. I just felt like it was time to bring some more structure. I'm still reading intuitively, but bringing some more structure into the reading itself. So not being super familiar with what each one, I shouldn't say familiar. I'm very familiar. It's just been a while since I've used this spread. So please bear with me. Thank you. So the foundation card, how did we get here and what is it we need to focus on? So it is the Page of Cups. So yeah, this is definitely about dreaming a new dream, in that bringing in, new ideas, new energies, new thoughts, and letting that genie out of the bottle. Let's get creative. Let's dream a new dream. Let's get creative. Let's bring a new passion to our lives. It's almost a feeling of excitement that there's a shift in the monotony. There's, of course, drama unfolding in the world that has a feeling of being separate from us, as many things can feel that way that are happening around us and not directly to us. But there's that awareness that these changes are going to affect us on some level. How it's all going to play out, we don't know as it unfolds. But in the meantime, let's take this opportunity. And this is the energy collectively. Let's take the opportunity and dream a new dream. As systems are breaking down, we individually are wanting to recreate our lives in a certain capacity. So it might not be our entire lives. It might be just certain aspects of our lives. The areas that we're feeling vulnerable in, and it could be, and it depends on individually how each of us is living our life, how we create income, how we eat, where we get our food from, traveling, all those things that seem vulnerable, which is a lot of things right now, how we live, where we live. But, so it is, how can we create stability in our lives in a new way? So but it's all heart centered in this Page of Cups, this excitement coming in. It's the energies that are coming in that the earth is being pummeled with, from light codes coming in from planets that have exploded like years and years and years ago, are now coming into the earth. The Schumann resonance is also affecting us. So everything has been lining up to this point in time for this shift. So it's affecting each of us, but also collectively. And I know I keep saying individually and collectively because we're all going through this. The earth is going through this, and all the beings of the earth but we're experiencing it individually. So yeah, it's coming from a more heart-centered and heart-focused place of this creation. So when that feels right, it's not a energy of dividing or from the head where it's about getting ahead, but it's more, I want peace, I want stability, and I want to create something that feels purposeful and meaningful to me. And I trust that if it feels that way to me with that underlying vibration, then it's going to be beneficial for others. Okay, so what is it we're leaving behind? I love this. We have, and also what our past influences and what we're leaving behind. So we have the 5 of Swords. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, the placement of that card, I feel, is significant. The 5 of Swords. So we're leaving behind, literally in this card, it's talking about leaving behind situations, leaving behind thoughts, ideas, leaving behind. So I'm just trying to think of the words I want, but it's like a group thinking mentality. So we're leaving behind the way, society, used to think as a whole, and we're stepping away from it. So we're not caught up in it, but we're calling back our sovereignty. We're calling back our own power, and not letting ourselves just be led by others, by being influenced by others, but we're stepping away to say, hey, wait a minute, something's not right here. So there is that. This is a really, really positive thing, because it's all part of this energy of stepping into something better and new. Okay, so our strengths. We have the Knight of Swords here. A lot of sword energy here in this beginning of this reading. So there is the Knight of Swords. I just want to make sure my microphone's still working. Yes. Okay. We're ready. We're ready. This is our strength. We are ready to make changes. We're ready to take action. The only caution I feel with this card is to slow down a little bit and think things through before taking action, because this card is representing like moving, just boom, let's make these changes without even thinking about the consequences. But I feel like there's just a like, okay, whoa, we're ready, but make a plan, think it through first, think of the consequences and before taking the action. But definitely the strength is that we're so ready. We're ready. And I feel like it's on more than just I feel like it's on a lot of levels. We're ready. I think this is, we've felt it for a long time. That's what I feel. So the near future, I love this. We have the 4 of Pentacles. So stability, we're bringing in change for more stability on a financial level, on a home level, we're looking at ways to bring in income to support ourselves outside of the conventional ways. So we're looking, and that could be a lot of what these new ideas are. How can I support myself, feed myself, keep a roof over my head? How can I take care of my needs? That's what we're stepping into, is building a foundation. So we might be looking at our work, our career, our business, changing things, pulling it apart, dismissing, taking out what isn't working, trying new ideas in order to shift and align what we're doing in a new way. It's funny, I got another line of another thread of intuition coming in there, and I lost it again. That's interesting. Okay. So it must just not be quite here yet. Whatever's coming in, there's more information. So I'm either somehow I'm missing it, I'm not quite grasping it, or it's just not quite ready to come in. So, okay. So on that thread itself, it feels like things are shifting rapidly. So there are new energies coming in. So I would say in 2 weeks, this is obviously longer than 2 weeks as well, but this is kind of what we're collectively, most of us, I would say, are working through. The time it takes to make these shifts could be longer. Some of them are going to be like, they're going to be quick, 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 but implementation is going to take longer. Because we're talking swords here, which is the thoughts, which is very quick, it's air. Yeah, so all this stuff is coming in very quickly, but it's the manifestation, the implementing that I mentioned, that will take longer. Okay, so let's continue. So we have advice. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands. To me, this is about wisdom, using your wisdom, experience, knowledge to carry ourselves forward, that we might feel not to be a victim in the situation, but to believe in ourselves individually and collectively, that we're bringing in something new that's better. I think this is a card also about support, that we're not alone in this journey, that we are creating community. The communities are coming together as our hearts are opening, because the way the world, the economy, and how the world has been built in the last 100 years isn't working anymore. So communities, what I'm getting is we're relying more on each other rather than government. It's more about coming in closer to the people around us and supporting each other and asking for help. Yeah, so the general energies, the environment, definitely here, this is a great confirmation of what I was picking up at the beginning of the reading. We have the Ace of Swords. So new ideas are coming in, inspirations, creativity, aha moments, and that this is actually very connected to the light waves that are hitting the planet right now as well. So there's a lot of energy, new energies coming in that are affecting us, that are hitting us. Boom, 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 boom. And so if your energy is like way, way, way up, and then blah, 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 it just, it just all over the place. It's okay. I mean, I think that's really normal for right now, because so much is changing. Our cells in our body is changing. Everything is in a huge evolutionary shift right now. So be kind to yourself, patience, be compassionate with yourself, and of course with others too, right? Because we're all going through something, lots of things. So where are we at here? So hopes and fears. So the 8 of Cups. Wow, this is going to be a long reading. I don't know, maybe not. 8 of Cups. So our hopes and fears. Yeah. So walking away from things that no longer serve us. I think this is a fear a lot of us might be carrying, about, leaving behind a way of being, a way of thinking, a way of living, because we are shifting and growing. We're becoming new human beings. Does that sound fair enough? It sounds funny coming out of my mouth, but we are not the person we once were, and we're well, I want to say we're not yet who we're meant to be or who we're becoming, but, and that's not quite right. I'm getting that there's more to it than that, but in the, because we're changing in such a dramatic way, there, we also have to, and we are shifting, we're leaving behind old versions of ourselves. And I think it's really important to recognize that in itself. If grief comes up, it's okay to feel it. We need to feel it and experience it, because we're letting go. It creates that space. I've talked about this in previous videos. We're creating the space through the letting go of however that presents itself. But it's important to acknowledge the grief, and it may show as tears. It might just be an awareness that comes through us as it moves and shifts the energy. It's important to acknowledge and have gratitude for this process. But many, many of us are leaving. Yeah, it could be a relationship, a job, a career, where we live, a version of us in some sort of capacity, because it's holding us back from who we are becoming. We feel it in our gut. Our intuition is leading us. Our heart is leading each of us in a direction. This could be, as I said, a physical thing of how we live our life, the job, the career, relationship, where we live. But this can also be habits that have supported us. Could be how we eat, ways we cope with things, our image, so many ways. But it's an internal evolution. Okay, potential outcome. I love this. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is independence. This is sovereignty. This is balance. It is stability. And look, it's Pentacles. So this is being able to provide for oneself. This is, I think I just said stability, balance. It is an equal give and take of energy. It is knowing oneself. It is in honor of oneself. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful way. So we will come back into balance as we move through these shifts. And as I said, we started in the swords here. So all the thoughts and ideas shifting. And then we're moving into letting go of, walking away from whatever in the shifting, what is holding us back, what we recognize isn't supporting us any longer. But we're moving and manifesting this new way of living in our lives. Okay, so I just want to pull 3 more cards here, oracle cards, for general energies for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so we have your wishes granted. What you've asked for is coming true. So beautiful. So yes. What did I say at the very beginning? Our current energies? I felt like she was a genie, or she's she or he. It's a woman here. It's a queen. So it is a very compassionate, this Queen of Cups, compassionate, empathetic, kind. And she's dreaming, she's rubbing that cup like she wants to release that genie. So we're making wishes. Didn't I just say that? And here we go. They're coming true. So this is what we're doing through our dreams, leading through our hearts. Oh my gosh. Sometimes when the cards tell the story, it's like, wow, it's crazy how things just It confirms each other. It's self-affirming. Okay, we have currents of emotion, uncontrolled feelings. Uncontrolled feelings. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of us are up and down. Our emotions are all over the place. Turbulence. So overwhelm. So a lot of us are going through periods of overwhelm, grief, anger, frustration, fear. That's what this feels to me. So currents, but also might be waves of joy, expansion, happiness, excitement in there too. So big, well, waves, but I'm like, like from one extreme to the other is what I'm feeling here, from one to the other and back and all over the place. So I think the message with this card is to just, again, be compassionate with yourself. Have the awareness to feel them, not be afraid of the emotions, because it's clearing stuff out, it's making room for the new, it's healing, it's regulating your nervous system. It's just important not to have that awareness that it will pass. It's shifting, things are shifting, and not to project them out onto others. Especially, it's great to project, the good feeling ones, the positive ones that will lift others up, but the ones, the anger, the frustration, that sort of thing, when you have a wave of that, recognize it, perhaps manifest it in art or writing or something creative, a creative endeavor, whatever that might be for you, that doesn't affect anybody else in a oh gosh, kind of way. But yeah, just having that awareness, holding that compassion for yourself. Okay, final card. How are we doing for time? Okay. Oh, I guess it's not too bad long a reading. Almost a half an hour. So I'll try to wind it up here shortly. Okay, final card of the current energies. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So again, wow. Thank you. I am so excited about this reading. I mean, this is everything I was already perceiving, but here it is right in the cards. The cards don't lie. This is what we're doing. We are creating a heaven on earth. This is why there are so many profound shifts. This is why I mean, everything is happening as it is meant to. It is unfolding perfectly. Oh, wow. I don't even know what to say. I will wind up this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Please, please, if you got anything out of this, please like my video, help the algorithm, share my videos, subscribe. It's really free. It's totally free. It's really easy to do. And hit the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video, which is generally about every 2 weeks. Leave any comments or feedback. I always appreciate that. And any final comments here? I don't think so. Thank you again for joining me. And please be well. Please be gentle with yourself and each other. And I will see you in a couple weeks for the new moon cycle. All right. Blessings to you. Bye for now.